because the microphone was a bit far away. I guess in the middle of the video, he sent a guy out of the classroom. Is that correct? Yeah, something like that. Anyways, and then there are so there are students who are writing things down and thinking along for the teacher's assignment. So I that was a little bit surprising in the sense that based on what I saw in the beginning, I thought this was all going to hell. But there are some people, students who react. Then he gave like a topic research, right? And if I hear it correctly, the activity was to last 40 minutes or something. I couldn't hear it's 40 or 14, but I think 40. And at that point that I thought, well, he might give a little bit more guidance considering the kids lose discipline instead of just, saying, okay, just, do some research and that's it. The students do not really display any interest in the topic, but again, I'm surprised that still they got some reactions. So I do see that there is some potential that when the environment is better, so maybe a Socratic seminar where there's more engagement with the kids, or instead of like an abstract, he's probably teaching history or something, instead of just a very abstract historical question, maybe sort of like framed historical questions that are more related to their livelihood, especially since the class with predominantly black kids, that there might be some his historical things that he may connect on. So that's sort of like my summary of it. And then
okay, sorry, I recorded a little late in there. I was sort of like, but so at the beginning you were just saying that the students were sitting everywhere. The teacher was not positioned well and describing what we saw. That was pretty obvious. Yeah, kind of stuff. Yeah, sorry. These are my notes. Students are sitting everywhere. Teachers should give an example of like the research. Yeah, he just tells them to write and nobody's writing. It's a little bizarre. Yeah, students not working. He said to write notes, but he didn't go over anything to help them review. Students aren't writing, so he didn't give an example of show what he wants them to do. He should have given them an example. The seating, I mean, what can I say with the seating? I mean, no words. I mean, maybe you should have them like sitting in rows and not like in his desk behind him. The seating was atrocious. He has notes in his hands, but nothing's explained on the PowerPoint. There's nothing for the students to read or see. He explains everything well, but there's no visual and there's no logical progression. If you hear what he's talking about, he's jumping all over the place. He's inconsistent. He's pointing at the kids. It seems a little bit rude. I don't think the teacher differentiated the students' learning very well either. Some students need a softer touch, like that guy that was walking around sitting on the desk. I think he's ADD and he's pretty anxious, but the teacher's really mean to him. That's not good. He should be friendly. I think the teacher, honestly, is too mean. He should try to be nicer. A lot of the kids, they don't pay attention, but just keep yelling at them. It's not working. I would say he tries to be nice, and he gives them candy at the end is totally bizarre. I'm just like, why are you giving them candy? What am I watching here? I don't know. I just don't know what to say. Like, is this? I don't know. Yeah, and then they had the big guy. You see, they had the big guy at the beginning, like the enforcer. So, no words. I guess he should establish routines. Have more easy to follow lesson points. He's jumping around. He's yelling, and he's like preaching, and I don't know. We could go on, but it's already 5 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. So what are the what's it called?
The
What can we advise?
Like
So just quickly,
routines,
what
yeah,
kind of?
maybe there should be more established routines like seating and it's weird because the students aren't good, but he's just like, okay, do the research, and then they don't do anything, and he just kind of asks questions, and then he's like, okay, you guys are good, you can have some candy.
Yeah, half of the kids are like sticking their hands up
Yeah,
and
no,
try
I
to
know, yeah,
answer
yeah, a lot of
sometimes.
them are
So it means
participating.
that if they have better guidance, more routines, more
Yeah.
expectations,
Well, that's the
and
thing. Like the kids
more,
aren't that bad. They just need to like a little like firmer with them. Like don't sit in
yeah,
the
more
desk. Don't.
scaffolded thing.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Sorry. Yeah.
Although I think there are still like maybe two or three bad apples,
Yeah.
but at least, it's not the whole class. It's not the whole class, probably.
Yeah.
So I think that's,
But again, they could have
yeah,
had a
more better
bad day.
routine.
Like the teacher should just go up, be nice. What's wrong? Is everything okay? I hope you can do a good
Mhm.
job today. Can you like just show them nice? Like he's not being friendly,
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
and
more personal connection. Yeah.
yeah, because you got to see them every
Yeah.
day. You can't just stand and yell at them and give them candy every day. It doesn't work. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway,
Okay. Move on to the virtual.
sure. Okay. So is this an ESL
Um,
class? I think it is, right? Anyway.
there was some math. So it started with math, and then yeah.
Yeah, well, I
So
think I
okay.
wrote in the comments, I'm not sure the subject that he's teaching here, but
Okay.
okay.
So it might be that he's like a grade 9 homeroom teacher or something that teaches a few different subjects. I'm not sure, but
Yeah.
okay, I will start with my some of
Okay,
my
let's go a little
comments. This
faster because we're already.
Yeah. So the teacher welcomes the students, gets into small talk and interaction with the students, which is all fine. Yeah, one thing is that the students are not really fully showing their faces, and so one cannot really see what they're actually doing,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
because you only see a little bit of the forehead. Yeah, the students are also a little bit hesitant to interact. I mean, they might be still thinking, but on the other hand, it also looks like a little bit hesitant to interact, especially hesitant to speak. They are seem to okay to write text message. What else? Yeah, so perhaps yeah. Oh yes. So for the Venn diagram activity, so in the Venn diagram activity, he lets the student choose the items. So I think it would be faster if the teacher chooses the items beforehand and then let the students think of, oh, what are the common elements and what are the
Yeah,
different
I
elements.
agree.
That
I
makes it a
agree.
bit
I remember
faster.
that part. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then I saw from the Zoom that there are a lot of students who are late because in the beginning you saw like
I
six,
never
and then
noticed.
you
Yeah.
suddenly you saw like 3 rows of kids. Like, huh? Where do they come from? So maybe more like routines, procedures for that. Again, a lot of students are hesitant to speak, a bit slow in reacting, and yeah, they should show their faces. They should show their face in whole. So that's why my that's what mine is showing.
Okay. Yeah, I said he's
Your
nice. I had the same comment with the Venn diagram. He should have had an example ready. I said, is this an ESL
Mhm.
class? I'm not sure. Students are unenthusiastic. Uh, he had open questions often led to silence. Let students copy a bit. I said, more guidance on the vocabulary. A student said in Chinese he didn't know what was going on. He didn't explain everything. He needs to explain the words, more explanation. I couldn't really see if there's any routines and behavior norms. He needed to explain the key words. The students didn't understand the questions. He should have given them hints. I just found the students were a little weren't sure how to answer everything. He should have been a little bit more clear. And
Yeah, although I
the
have
Venn
to say
diagram
that
was
yeah.
correct. I agree with you there.
Yeah, so I have to say with the English part, I'm not sure. Maybe it was a follow up on the previous lesson,
Yeah,
so
I think
he
so.
might have
But
explained
the
something.
students seem lost
But
there. Like there was
yeah, yeah, yeah.
words,
But
and the
in
words were
general,
yeah.
they were a bit hard. But in general, I feel this is a little bit typical of Chinese
Yeah,
students
I
that
know.
are
I
sort of
know.
like
Hmm.
very like, oh. I mean, I can sometimes I can see from the face whether they don't they don't understand it, or they haven't spent time working on it,
Yeah,
or just thinking, or shy, and
agreed.
that is hard for the for the teacher. So again, I think, yeah, the only way for the teacher to do is like more scaffolded approach,
Yeah, exactly. Like
like
the
put the
student
cake
even
even
know
closer
it's
to their
fate.
mouth.
Do you know what fate means? Fate means this. Like give them hints, guide them more. He didn't guide them enough
Mm,
much, you know.
yeah. Okay. So
Yeah,
more hints.
yeah, yeah.
But the
So
environment itself, I mean, he was personal, so that was okay. It's
not
just,
that bad, but I'm a little like I don't know like how the attachment is with the teacher and students. Like it should the students know this, or are they lost, or like what's you know? I'm unsure about certain things.
yeah. Sometimes
So it's
Chinese
not
students are
that
like it,
bad.
but okay.
But yeah, like I said, I don't know about behavior norms. He seemed to have a good flow with his class. It wasn't that bad, but I think he needed more. There's something missing.